Good morning, everyone. We are still continuing our lesson on fractions, but I'm going to do something a little different today. We're going to start with a warm-up. So, the warm-up says, Brandy had 4 rows of stuffed animals. There were 6 stuffed animals in each row. She took them all and shared them equally into 2 bags. How many stuffed animals were in each bag? I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to see if you can solve that problem. So what you'll notice in this problem is some key words to kind of help us decide which operations to use. Look at that first sentence. Brandy had 4 rows of stuffed animals and there were 6 stuffed animals in each row. It sounds like we are creating some type of an array with 4 rows and 6 columns. When you all think of rows and columns, what operation should you be thinking? Multiplication. So if we have 4 rows of 6, 4 times 6, which gives us 24. As you continue to read the word problem, it says she took all of them and shared them equally. We talked about sharing equally. Sharing equally means we're going to use what operation? We're going to use division. So if she shared them equally into 2 bags, we're taking the 24 stuffed animals and dividing it by 2, which gives us 12 in each bag. So if you got the answer 12, you're doing a great job. Now we'll get on to today's lesson about fractions. So your lesson for fractions this week is going to be adding and subtracting fractions with the same denominator. So when we add fractions, we only add the numerator. So in a fraction 1/5, we know that the 1 is our numerator and the 5 is our denominator. Now when we combine this fraction with another fraction, we are only going to add the numerator. We do not add the denominator. So if I were to add 1/5 plus 2/5, my answer would be 3/5. Notice how I only added the numerators, not the denominators. 1/5 plus 2/5 gives us 3/5. Let's try another one, see if you can solve it on your own. 1/4 plus 1/4. What answer would you get? 1/4 plus 1/4. Remember, only adding the numerators. So 1/4 plus 1/4 would give us 2/4. Now next year you guys are going to learn how to simplify fractions, but for our purposes today, we're going to leave it at 2/4. Let's try one that's a little bit more difficult. 3/8 plus 3/8. Remember, only adding the numerators. Three eighths plus 3/8 gives us 6/8. Notice how I only added the numerators. 3 plus the 3 give us the 6 overall. Now I'm going to give you guys a word problem. A fraction word problem, so make sure you're paying attention and listening. Jenna ate 1/6 of a chocolate bar on Friday and then 3/6 more on the weekend. What fraction did she eat in all? So 1/6 on Friday and then 3/6 on the weekend. Remember our rule about only adding numerators. So 1/6 on Friday, 3/6 on the weekend. Only adding our numerators, 1 plus 3, which gives us 4 out of the 6. Now your lesson today is going to be an I know it. There are going to be some word problems that you are going to answer on fractions. And continue to be safe, guys.